Hi, friends. Being a faculty in a medical college gives you ample opportunities to come in contact with students. That's a place where you meet young, bright, energetic students, all having beams in their eyes, all trying to realize their dreams. हर कोई जो एक मेडिकल कॉलेज में आ रहा है उसका अल्टीमेट सपना होता है कि वो एक अच्छा डॉक्टर बने। इसके दो कंपोनेंट्स होते हैं। प्राइमरी कंपोनेंट होता है कि वो एक ऐसा स्किल सेट एक्वायर करे कि वो पेशेंट्स का इलाज कर पाए। द पर्सन एक्वायर्स नॉलेज विच इज़ हेल्पफुल इन ट्रीटिंग हिज पेशेंट्स वेल। And one of the important byproducts of doing this is the amount of wealth that an individual generates. Mind you, I have not used the word money, I have used the word wealth. So it's not only about the financial aspect of it, it's also about the social reputation an individual earns. And students, particularly when they are appearing in their second year, do have that a very pertinent query. Is it actually worth to read the standard textbooks anymore? Especially when you have the alternative option of the smaller books, the more concise versions, or if I may get that luxury, availability of so many PDFs. So my take on this is really simple, friends. What you have to follow is the law of nature. And what does that law of nature tell you? आप जब क्लास 11th और 12th में थे, जब आपने PMT के एग्ज़ाम की तैयारी करी, तो आपने देखा कि आपके बैच के अंदर बहुत सारे लोग थे जो उस एग्ज़ाम को क्रैक करना चाहते थे। ऐसा भी हुआ होगा कि कुछ लोगों ने कुछ टेस्ट पेपर्स में ज़्यादा मार्क्स लिए, हालांकि उन्होंने उतनी मेहनत नहीं करी। वी कॉल इट बाय द ऑल्टरनेटिव नेम ऑफ ये आदमी लकी था, इस आदमी की किस्मत अच्छी थी। ऐसा भी होता है कि आपने एग्ज़ाम के लिए 15 टॉपिक्स पढ़े, उन 15 में से ही वो 10 सवाल बने जो उस पर्टिकुलर टर्म टेस्ट में पूछे गए। तो आपको लगता है कि वो आदमी जो शायद 30 टॉपिक, 40 टॉपिक या 50 टॉपिक किताब से पढ़ रहा था, वो बेवकूफ़ है, उसको स्मार्ट स्टडी नहीं आती। बट आपसे मैं एक सिंपल क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ, हाउ मेनी टाइम्स हैज़ इट हैपेंड दैट यू हैव स्टडीड फॉर अ मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ टॉपिक्स and majority of the questions have been set from those very topics only? Also, what makes you so sure of the fact that tomorrow if a patient is going to be coming to you, he is not going to be beyond these so-called vital topics that we are studying for clearing our professional exams? There is absolutely no harm in watching those PDFs, those smaller content books as well. But they have to be read at the right time. I myself an author of a couple of such books. My intention of writing those books with my esteemed co-author was the simple reason that such momentous volume of content cannot be revised prior to the exams, especially when we are talking about the textbooks. But हमारा intention क्या था? हमारा intention था any student should be reading up a standard textbook first, making a gist of their notes, understanding the concepts well, and prior to the exam, maybe 15 days prior to the exam, a week prior to the exam, couple of days prior to the exam, just in case they wish to revise that content, right, in the best possible way, then they should be referring to those books. Something which was intended to be for enhancement of your academics, for betterment of your performance in the exam, unfortunately has now become one of the primary sources. As an individual, as an author, maybe I'm very happy that the sales go good. Practically, that gives me more ideas where to be frank. But does it serve the purpose for which we actually wrote that book? The answer is no. So my humble request is, as and when you are having any such content which is limited with respect to the content which is being covered by it, it may be very useful with respect to the time which is available in your hands. You are hacking your brain, you are training your brain to work harder. People nowadays call hard work, they also add the word smart work. So work hard when you are reading a textbook, understand it as much as possible, make your own notes, develop the concepts, and if you are going to be contemplating, if you are going to be concising those concepts all by yourself, that is what I would call as a smart work. But please understand that there is a difference between somebody working hard and hardly working. Trust me, every time taking a shortcut is not going to be the way forward. देखो आपके दिमाग के अंदर एक हैक क्रिएट हो जाएगा, आपका दिमाग अडेप्ट कर लेगा, आपका दिमाग बोलेगा बॉस हर चीज़ के अंदर एक शॉर्टकट चल जाता है. दिस चल जाता है एटीट्यूड मे वर्क इन द शॉर्ट रन, बट ट्रस्ट मी इट इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू बी वर्किंग फॉर एवर. Sit, focus, understand, revise. Sit, focus, understand, revise. Sit, focus, understand, revise. You are deliberately taking away the focus from things that would have normally distracted you. You can start with giving yourself a very small duration task, let us say a 15-minute task or a 10-minute task in which you commit yourself. I will not let myself be distracted by anything. Anything means anything. Not a call from family members, not a call from friends, not any kind of a distraction that you get on the mobile phones, not even what is happening to the people around me. Not distracted by anything. Gradually increase the duration of this time. When there is an intense focus, initially for a short duration of time, and you gradually are going to be increasing the duration, you would find a dramatic difference in your understanding and your focus. More focused minds are obviously more likely to produce better results. So let us just try to make a conscious effort in improving what we have in our hands. And what exactly do we have in our hands as of now? We have the right time. Given the right guidance, I'm absolutely sure that you are going to be training your brain well and you're going to be extremely successful professionals of the futures. As always, my best wishes. Do take care. Friends, if you have got any queries that you may be facing with respect to your education in the medical schools, please feel free to drop down those queries in the comment section below and let me know if I can be of any help to you with the experience that I have with my students. Do take care.